Welcome to Costa Rica
in the Pacific Ocean.
Yes, this is our first stop after sailing through the Panama Canal.
Yes, so welcome back to the series if you have been following along.
Yeah, if you are new here, we are Travels with David.
And Mark. We bring you along for weekly cruise and travel related videos. And in this series, we've taken you to so many places so far.
Yes.
Orlando,
It's a
Miami,
25-day trip.
Yeah, Colombia, through the Panama Canal, and now we're here.
Yes, on board Brilliant Lady for 16 nights. We're about halfway through.
We are, yes. Yesterday, if you're watching this series in sequence, yesterday we had the day off.
Pretty much, yes.
However, please allow us, before we get on to our excursion,
just a couple of minutes of your time to show you Abi doing her cabaret in On the Rocks last night.
Phenomenal.
Incredible. We're going to put some clips in now, so just bear with us a couple of minutes. You won't regret it. She's fab.
I'm all about the bass. 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 Yes, it's pretty cool. Look, I'm not a snack at all. No, baby, I'm the whole damn meal. You ain't being slick. Don't dare try to cop a feel. Baby, please don't make me have to steal your chick, cause they will.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Harmonies. Happy birthday to
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you. I've had some lovely cards, lovely messages, and some lovely pics. Thank you, darling. Feels very special. Somewhere over that rainbow, you know it now. Bluebirds fly. They fly. Anyway, cheers, darlings. Can I get on video?
Yeah.
What can I do? That's true. I think doesn't it? Right? Classy bird, classy bird. I'm enjoying your voyage, darlings. Oh, come on then. Need more than one napkin for these, love. Oh, you're sucking it up. Oh, I thought you were going to suck the rest of it up. It's where you will find me somewhere. That rainbow lost in the it's my birthday.
Well, ahoy! They've both just gone to the toilet, and so I'm just stealing their drinks. Don't mind me. They said to keep their seat warm, so that's what I'm trying to do. Anyway, I hope you've had a nice day. Bye, bye. Hi, Mum.
Abi, you are just phenomenal.
Yeah, your humour and your singing ability, like you've got everything.
You have.
And I will say also, a very lovely person. So
a very lovely person.
Thank you.
Anyway, on to today's activities. We are doing our first ever private excursion, not through the ship's company.
If you know as well, you know, normally, like, we're quite ship people. We don't generally get off the ship in ports. And if we do, we do Virgin excursions because we're scared.
that we won't make it back to the ship in time and it'll leave without us and we'll be stranded forever.
Yeah, but today we are being brave and we're doing a private one. It's going to be a good one, I think. So
Yes, we have to say a quick thank you to Chris, who let us know about this excursion and gave us the opportunity to book onto it with them.
Yeah.
Because we're very excited for it.
Sadly, Chris can't be on the voyage.
Something came up last minute that meant that Chris couldn't make it onto the cruise, so we're going to be doing this in his honour.
Yes, but it's going to be such a good day. We're going to see so much stuff.
Yes, we're hopefully going to see some monkeys, some crocodiles.
I love monkeys.
Yes, tasting some local fruits.
Yes.
Lots of different things all in one day.
So come along with us as we explore Costa Rica.
Yes. First time here. Very excited.
Because we went on an official Shore Things excursion today, we didn't have a designated waiting area while the ship cleared local port authorities and disembarkation got underway. So while the official tours waited down in the Red Room, our private tour group headed up to a suite on deck 15 for a slightly more glamorous start to the morning. With drinks in hand and a perfect view overlooking the gangway, we basically turned it into a bit of a game. Watching and waiting for the moment the gangway was open, the doors finally opened and guests could start heading ashore. Once the official tours had cleared first, it was finally our turn to leave the ship. And Costa Rica definitely gave us a memorable welcome. There was dancing, music, and for reasons we still don't fully understand, several people dressed as animals. After making our way through the port, we found our tour guide, jumped into our private minivan, and set off for the first stop of the day. To break up the drive, we made a quick stop at the famous Puntarenas sign for the obligatory photos, complete with beautiful brilliant lady sitting in the background. And completely by chance, we also bumped into Luke and Paul, better known as Twin Sauce, who'd also headed ashore today and were busy filming one of their iconic dance reels. About 30 minutes later, we pulled off onto a dirt road and started a short trek into the jungle. Armed with a packet of biscuits, we were told to keep looking up into the trees around us. It didn't take long before we started spotting movement overhead. Alongside these enormous termite nests hanging from the trees, there was also a huge family of wild Capuchin monkeys watching us from above. At first they kept their distance, understandably a little unsure of the strange group of humans standing beneath them waving biscuits in the air. But slowly, after a bit of patience and quite a lot of bribery, they started getting more curious. And then suddenly, they were everywhere.
That's my wedding ring.
It's one of those moments that's really hard to describe properly. You know they're wild animals, completely free to disappear back into the trees whenever they want, so having them confidently climb onto your shoulders and arms felt genuinely surreal. Not in a zoo enclosure, not behind glass, just standing in the middle of a Costa Rican jungle with monkeys casually using you as a snack delivery service. We honestly could have stayed here all day, although eventually the monkeys probably would have got bored of biscuits, and we still had the rest of our tour waiting for us ahead.
You join us now at a fruit stand.
Yes, we've just been to meet the monkeys.
We have. Not the band.
Hey, we're the monkeys. No, it was, I hope you can hear us, we're by a very loud road.
Yes.
But it's the only place we can film, so you've got us here. But yeah, meeting the monkeys was so special.
It was,
They
the
were-
Capuchin monkeys.
They were so soft. Their little hands were really soft and really warm.
Yeah, there was like, one of them kept playing with my ring.
Ooh.
Wedding ring.
Yeah, that was so
lovely.
cool.
And they are completely wild as well.
Yes.
They're not. It wasn't in a zoo. It was just we pulled up at the side of the road, went out, we're handing out.
Yeah, we were in like, not far from the main road, but we'd gone down these little country lanes in like a little, how would you describe where that was, where the little huts were?
I'm not sure.
Anyway,
no
it was,
idea.
it was really cool to see, and then we just walked into the jungle, and they all hang out there because they know that that's where they bring the tour groups.
Yes.
So the monkeys know we'll have biscuits, so they all stay there.
Yeah, it was very, very special, and we got some lovely shots.
Yeah,
And-
I loved how gentle they were.
Yeah, very, very. They seemed quite calm. Some of them were a bit more timid than others.
Yes, and then the alpha, he wasn't having anything to do with anyone.
No, he was like, I'm just here observing.
Yeah, there was one monkey that the tour guide was trying to coax down, and then she was like, no, he doesn't look friendly, so
No.
we'll leave him alone.
Yes.
And that we were thankful.
We were very thankful. I was also thankful to get back on the bus for the air conditioning because
It's
it is
hot.
so hot
I think
today.
they said-
I've got some sort of stain on my t-shirt, which I don't know where that's come from. I think some reaction with the microphone. But anyway, we're at a fruit stand now. We're going to try some fresh fruit.
Yes, we are, yes.
Very excited.
Whether we can use any of this footage is unknown to us at this point because it is loud.
Yes. But anyway, let's have some fruit. Oh yeah.
Like a nut.
A nut.
Yeah, it's very. It's from a palm, but it's like a sweet potato.
Oh, it's almost
Actually, I have
tomatoey.
a coconut here.
I'm going to have a try. Oh. It's almost like a potato. Is that what you said?
Got tomatoey.
Oh, I thought it's a tomatoey potato. Drier than I was expecting, but tasty.
And now we have pineapple, fresh pineapple, grown in this country.
Yes, they're a different colour. Like the outside bit of the pineapple is a very different colour to back home. Like they're
Yeah,
almost
orange.
orange.
Yeah, but anyway.
Anyway. Oh,
Oh my god.
sorry, this is going to sound awful on camera.
It is.
They are so juicy,
so sweet.
squelchy.
Delicious.
I'm not going to eat too much because it might give me the trots, and I don't want that on the bus. But I'll have a bit more. Oh my god, it's literally dripping.
Nom, nom, nom. Oh, is this the green mango?
Green mango. Yeah.
We're now trying some green mango. Not sure what to expect.
David says it's salty.
I think it looks like it's got salt on it. Oh yeah.
Salty mango.
Ooh. I don't hate it. I don't know if I'd choose it, but I don't hate it.
It doesn't taste like a mango.
No, I think it's slightly unripened.
Oh, hence why it being a green mango.
But
I thought that was just a different type of mango.
Get in there and do it.
oh, that is a weird texture.
I know. It's crunchy.
Okay.
You have to go all in.
Out is the weirdest part.
Oh, look.
Wait.
No, you want it.
So I've now bought some Fanta which I am led to believe is exclusive to Costa Rica. So I thought I have to try it.
No idea what it's going to be.
No idea. It's basically cherryade. Ooh. Oh.
More like Tizer. Do you remember Tizer?
Oh yeah, but is that cherryade? Tizer mixed with cherryade. Very refreshing and cold. That's what I need.
Yeah.
They dyed clothes? No. Our natives used to paint with faces. Oh, yeah. The different. Oh, she's really different.
Hello.
Hi.
We've stopped again
Yes, we stopped at a souvenir shop.
with the customary souvenir shop of a tour.
But there is a butterfly house here that's included.
Yes, which is really cool.
Yeah, there was a little sad butterfly.
There was quite a lot of death in there, I will say.
But the ones that were flying around were very pretty.
Oh, they were very pretty, yeah, but there was also death. But anyway, within this place also, they have a coffee tasting thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll put a little clip in now of David's first experience of
Costa Rican
Costa Rican coffee.
So this is Costa Rican coffee. I don't like coffee, but I always try new things. Huh. I don't hate it. I don't think I could drink it. I don't hate it. It could just be because it doesn't taste very strong to me, which I quite like. So Mark might hate this one.
Now that David said that he didn't hate it, I'm taking that as he's now a coffee drinker. So every time we go somewhere for coffee, we can both have one. But I do say this is probably a bad idea with the amount of fruit we've just eaten. David's right, it's not strong. It's nice. It's very like caramelly. Do you think?
And now we're back, and we're by the chocolate tasting section.
Yeah, so first of all, we had just a little talk about how they make the chocolate. And I didn't know that from the husks of the cacao beans, they can make a chocolate tea, a cacao tea.
Yeah, and it's not as watery as you think it would be. It tasted like hot chocolate.
Like a hot chocolate.
I'm
with,
tempted to get some to take home.
But it was only after that he said that, or our tour guide said that the tea is very good to aid digestion. And as you know on this has turned into a bit of a tour of the bowels.
It is.
But it was really tasty. Anyway, now we've got some chocolate.
I've got it on the back of my hand to stop it melting.
We've got 72% or 75% Costa Rican chocolate.
And it says lemongrass and peppermint.
Yes, we're going to try it.
Oh, that is lemongrass and peppermint. More lemongrass than peppermint, I would say.
The peppermint's there.
But very lemongrassy.
I've got it on my hands.
Not sure how I feel about it. Anyway, onwards with the shopping.
Bye.
I look very dishevelled.
We're very sweaty.
And this t-shirt has not held up well in the heat.
No.
Anyway, we've got to be quick because we're getting back on the bus.
But so we had a bit of a hiccup in that. So we last left you at the souvenir shop. We should have been going on a boat ride
to see crocodiles.
But there'd been a crash.
There'd been an accident on the road, so the roads were blocked.
Yeah, the traffic, and it would have taken like an hour to get to the boat.
Yes.
And then we would have been panicky about getting back to the boat. So back to the ship.
So we went to a restaurant instead, which we'll tell you about when we're back on the ship, because we need to get on the bus.
We do, yes.
And we're back on the ship.
We are, yes, in some awful lighting, but we'll tell you where we are just in a second.
Yes, I have changed my top, because I still don't know how I stained it, but I felt a bit sticky, so needed to change that. But we last left you.
Yes, we were
at
hurrying.
the restaurant.
We were hurrying to the bus, so we'll tell you. Did we tell you why we were at the restaurant? We'll tell you now anyway.
So there was an accident on the road heading towards the boat that we were supposed to go to see the crocodiles, and the traffic was really, and we saw it was really backed up, and they said it was going to take about an hour and a half to get there, and they said, so we can do that, or we can find a nice restaurant on the beach and go have some food. And the group decided we were going to do that instead because we didn't want to get stranded, have issues getting back to the ship because it was a private tour. So we decided to do that instead. What I really appreciated from the travel company, though, that we booked through, is that they took the money that they would have spent for the crocodile experience and put that at the restaurant. So they paid for the food and we just covered some of the drinks. Yeah. So we were very appreciative of that because that's something they didn't have to do.
Yes, so the group had a big seafood platter.
We steered clear.
We're not massive seafoody people, so we had chicken and rice. And it was really nice.
It sounds like white person food, but it was very tasty.
I would say it was more like a paella with chicken, and that was nice.
Very well seasoned. Enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah.
And the gin and tonic that I had there, I asked for gin and tonic, and then afterwards I said to you, didn't I? I was like, oh God, it's going to be Gordon's. I'm going to have to break my one rule that I don't drink Gordon's gin. And it came over. It was Hendrick's full of cucumber. Didn't even ask for it. Yeah. Very impressed.
Lovely. But in a lovely setting overlooking the river. I think it was an estuary.
Oh, it could have been. Apparently, though, when the tide's in, it comes right up to the restaurant in high tide.
There you go. But anyway, we couldn't stay for that. So we got in the bus drove a little bit and then actually stopped because the sunset was so beautiful.
And this is a good thing about doing a private tour with a small group is we asked, we're like, can we stop and get a photo? And they very easily obliged.
Yes, they did. So we got some snaps, stood there for a little while and took it all in. Mm-hmm. Then we came back to the ship.
We did. And also, one thing I liked about the trip today is, as a group, we came up with a code system that, because of all the fruit and everything we'd eaten, we were going to say, like, London Bridge is falling if we started to feel a bit iffy.
You were in trouble.
And then London Bridge has fallen
if it's too late.
You'd yourself.
If it was too late.
If you'd pooed yourself.
Yeah, if it had gone too far, and we had a code for that.
Yes.
Luckily, no one said it.
No, I think we've all got more robust constitutions than we thought. Anyway, getting back onto the ship wasn't too much of a struggle. There was a bit of a queue getting into the port area because they were putting everyone through security scanners on the way in to the port, and then once you got on the ship, it happened again. But we didn't have to wait too long.
No, yeah.
Very easy.
So that was our first private excursion that we've done.
Yes.
Normally, we don't normally do it because we're a bit worried about getting back in time. We were back in plenty of time.
I think it helped that we had a late disembarkation, like a late sailing away.
Yeah, all aboard's not till 8:30 this evening.
And it's currently 7:20.
Yeah,
so
and we've been
gives you
back
an
on
idea.
the ship for about 20 minutes or so.
Yes. So before we come on to where we are now, we just want to say a big thank you to the group we were with, because we had a fab day, and I think everyone was in the same kind of mindset about when things changed, were all in agreement about what we wanted to do. So I'm going to reel off some names now, and hopefully you're watching. So Christopher, Greg, Brandon, Jamie, Jana, and Gray. Thank you.
Thank you so much for including us and just for making today feel special and fun.
Yeah, and thank you to Jana. An extra special thank you to Jana for picking up the drinks bill in the restaurant.
Thank you.
Anyway, where are we now, Marcus?
We're in Rojo, so obviously we've just eaten off ship, but we thought we want something sweet, so we've just popped in. We've done a walk up to Rojo, just for the two of us, and we're here for cheesecake.
We're in the little nook area.
Yes, we are sat in the nook.
Yeah.
To be honest, the music's louder than we thought it was going to be, so we hope you can hear us. But yeah, we're here for cheesecake, and we've had a cocktail each.
Yeah, I went for a sangria.
And I've gone for an El Capitan, which is like a old-fashioned with a twist.
Yes, but this cheesecake, we've not had it on this trip yet. This was one of my favourite things on the ship last time, so I'm very excited to have it. We got one each because we're greedy gobble-gannets. So we're going to tuck into these, and we're going to leave you here.
We are, yes. This is the end of this video, so thank you so much for watching along. We hope you've enjoyed it.
We have you. If you have, give us a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, do all the usual bits and bobs.
Usuals, yes, and as we always say, thank you so much to our wanderers who contribute a bit each month to help us bring these videos to you.
They do. Thank you very much. We do very much appreciate it.
Yeah, so if you feel like doing it, click the join button, but there's no pressure.
No pressure, but we are watching. And if you have enjoyed this video, it's your turn this time to have the video over your head. So if you have enjoyed this video, YouTube thinks you might like this one next, and the playlist for this trip is probably up, so that will be on there as well.
We'll see you over there if you fancy it. If not,
we'll see you next time.
bye.
Bye.